Hi everyone, my name is Marc Kawahara and I'm the 2024 Farrington Kaiser Kalani nominee for the Masayuki Tokioka Award. I am also the proud principal of Kalihi Elementary School. I've been in this area for a number of years because I did all of my teaching at Farrington High School for 14 years. And so it's great to be back in this area to work with not only these students, but it's also very rewarding because a lot of these students' parents are actually my students from my time teaching at Farrington High School. The focus of my Ed Talk today is about how at Kalihi Elementary School we use the Coherence framework to really help to streamline our instructional strategies in the best way to really support the needs of our high needs population. We used to be a failing school that was in priority status roughly about 10 years ago. So we did a lot of work with providers, outside providers, to really build systems, streamline our systems in order to effectively support the diverse needs of our students. We enlisted the help of one of our arts integration consultants who was familiar with Michael Fullen's Coherence framework process. So what she did was she worked with our leadership team back in 2019, where we really looked at all of our different initiatives and instructional strategies and how they were being implemented, the consistency of implementation, as well as our feelings about how effective this was and how impactful this was for student learning. So this is a great way to get teacher voice as well as buy-in for implementation and making sure that what we are doing is aligned across the school. So after going through this exercise with our leadership team and really evaluating all the different things that we do through a numbering system and process, we were able to work with our leadership team to then run through the same exercise with our entire staff. And the result of that was our very first Kalihi Elementary School Coherence Framework. So it consisted of 6 different areas that were important to us as a school. And within those 6 different areas, we had must-dos and may-do strategies that our teachers agreed upon and could use in servicing the needs of our students. What we did find is that this must-do and may-do type of organization made it very, very prescriptive and took a little bit away from our teachers' flexibility and freedom when evaluating the needs of our students. They felt like they had to use these strategies as opposed to what they felt was best for our students at that particular time. Since that time, we've gone through several iterations of our Coherence framework, which is now, instead of a 6-area must-do, may-do type of organization and structure, to more of an umbrella structure that has all of our agreed upon strategies, but allows teachers to use these different strategies in a more appropriate manner. So when they determine that this is something that their students need, they can choose these different strategies as more of an elegant fit to match up the needs with the particular strategy. So we look at our framework on an annual basis to make sure that it is current and doesn't need any additional refining. It can range from everything from our math strategies to our more recent literacy strategies. One of our big identities is that we're an arts integration school. We're also a Leader in Me school as part of our SEL, as well as our Actors Toolbox. All these things are different initiatives that are very important to our school and what we feel is important in serving the diverse needs of our students. So arts integration is one of the main areas that we do focus on at Kalihi, as it is a big part of our identity, and it is a very effective strategy for our high needs population. Arts integration is very engaging, and through the Coherence framework, we are able to outline which strategies that we're going to implement with our students. It helps us to refine the implementation of instruction through our work with our different consultants, coaching cycles, modeling, I do, we do, you do, different ways that we refine what we do in the classroom. So what's important to know about the whole coherence framework process is that while it is very, very useful in helping to streamline and identify what needs are important to a school and what initiatives we're going to really focus on, it does narrow down the focus, allowing our teachers to go deeper with instruction and really prioritize what works with our students. But at the same time, it also helps to align both horizontally and vertically what the school is agreeing upon to do as a whole. That is something that we're constantly looking at. That can be a challenge to get everybody on board and in agreement, but at the same time, that is the beauty of it, because it does lead to teacher buy-in, to great communication and understanding. And actually, in our last visit by WASP, they said that actually was one of the strengths of our school, because everybody knows exactly what the expectations are and what is agreed upon as a staff in order to support the diverse needs of our high needs population. So what's important to remember when it comes to the coherence framework is this is one of many frameworks that can be used to really evaluate the different systems and initiatives that you have in place. What's also important to remember is you are the expert of your school. You know your staff, your students, and your school needs best. So, keep that in mind. I know that, as school leaders and instructional leaders, sometimes there are mandates that we have to follow, and at other times we do have flexibility and leeway to determine what we're going to say yes to, no to, what we're going to go deeper with. So this type of framework does help you to evaluate and make some of those choices, but always put students at the forefront. And that's ultimately our role as leaders, is to support the diverse needs of our students. So keeping in mind what may work at my school may not work at other schools and may not be most appropriate for you. So I hope this Ed Talks helps you to prioritize your needs at your school. Everyone a leader, everyone a learner. We is greater than me, and go Warriors.